right, hello everybody, and welcome back to the Courtesy Flush. I know you guys are probably surprised to see us here on Wednesday evening, but it's just for the summer. We thought I'd switch it up a little bit. Joining is, of course, Naresar.
Hello there.
Who is definitely here, I assure you. I think somehow Steam crashed. And when Steam crashes, bad things happen to my computer. Actually, nothing bad happens. It just crashes, and then I just have to reload it. But yeah, so basically, yes, we are investigating. Hey, Ben, what are you? Hey, what did I just say? Sorry, the band is just messing with me tonight. All right, I'm gonna close FL Studio before they keep going. Anyway, we're going to essentially. Well, we're going to try to solve whatever the heck is going on here. We're part of a organization that is set in 1941 to root out Nazi collaborators or people who, Nazi spies, things like that. People who are clearly working with the Nazis in Germany. This is September, I believe, 1941. This is before we have gotten into the war, so we're just, we're a young 18-year-old, 20-year-old detective dude who's just the littlest guy and the kindest dude, and everybody is just so angry because there's so many murders going on, and it's not even his fault. How is that his fault? The poor guy, he's just trying to do his job, I don't know. I just feel bad for our guy. I don't know why. He just seems so nice. And then everybody else is just like, I got bodies everywhere. That's what it feels like.
Well, to be fair, the bodies aren't our problem.
No, not. I'm assuming they are because it's on the box that we have something to do with it. So.
Yeah, true.
I'm assuming that takes.
Spoiler alert! It was us all along. We're the killer.
No, we're supposed to solve it. That's what the thing is. So yeah, let me go ahead and bring up the computer. Windows. Yes, we're playing on Windows 95. Let me also change my display capture to window. I hope you guys are having a wonderful evening. I've been pretty much just doing my best with all of the crazy rain we're having. It was just like crazy amount of like lightning and thunder and stuff out just like a second ago. And I could hear it in my headphones whenever the lightnings would strike because I've got analog equipment in here and it's not super amazingly grounded. And that frightens me a little bit, just a tiny bit. I should probably fix that. But anyway, here's Nick. There you go. Popped you back in. All right, let's get this game going here. So I have it set up, Nick, so if we need to look at any notes, I'll just let me know, and I'll bring them up for you, and then you can draw on them, like these notes from the game. I took screenshots from when we were playing, while we were playing, of different things that are in the game, and then while you're in here, Nick, you can, like, come in here and be like, oh, yeah, that's the correct, this is the wrong answer, or whatever. I don't know what you do. It could not select because no layers are select. What are you talking about? Go away. What do you mean there's no layer selected? It's right there, dude. Yeah, see? Highlights. And you could draw all over it and make a mess, Nick. All right, cool. Anyway, that's a cool little feature. And now we have Black Dahlia. All yours, man. Go ahead and double click.
Okay.
Yeah, get used to the mouse. Remember, this is Windows 95.
With, 400 by 800 of God's own pixels. Anyways, continue game?
Now, I told Nick this because it makes me happy. It was a little bit of an involved process. But originally this game has like a standby cursor, which is this Norse rune, I'm assuming. This Nordic kind of rune. It was spinning constantly, so you'd be like hovering over stuff and you couldn't tell what the hotspots were because the hotspots are also, like this book here, are also spinning. So it's like I can't tell where the hotspots are. So I just edited the cursor file in the game to just have it be this static image. If anybody wants this, I'll package it up for you, but I just feel proud of myself for doing that, okay? I downloaded Pixel Pro on Windows 95. Anyway, so we were looking for the guy who has a big red beard and beady eyes. And he has a German last name, and he would probably be in that German book, or that German paper we found earlier.
Was this the guy that we decided on?
I decided that guy because he looks like an actor. Like, you see how everybody else looks like they're in jail, but he's the only one that looks like that's like an acting photo. See what I mean? Like, it doesn't look like a photo you would take if you're being arrested. This dude looks like he's like getting his Chuck Norris on. And he also is wanted for theft, racketeering, forgery, writing bad checks. Who else do we have here that kind of looks like? No, none of these guys look like any... Like, they also don't have, like, really German last names. Yeah, but this guy doesn't have a beard. Douglas Demore. Jeff Wabowski. That guy might be one to look for, too. Anders or Anderson. Okay. Let's take a look. We'll start with our guy here.
Okay.
And then we'll just pull up the list of names here, because I have it on the thing for us. And here we go. So we're looking for Fisher or Finster or Fielding.
And
you can click and move as well, Nick.
Okay. I was going to say, because I thought we had looked through last time and didn't find him on the list, but we did notice...
yeah, Dr. Carl Strauss, which we did mark.
Strauss is... Our predecessor has a note from him that we probably need to follow up on.
Okay.
So that's probably going to need to be like our first order of business, I suspect.
Okay, I'll mark that guy there. And also, Hibernian Scholar. Hey, thanks for the courtesy. Welcome back. And then this is the back of the page. Henry Finster is the guy from the business who's like, oh yeah, I didn't know I was hiring a Nazi. He's the guy who owns the business. Should probably take a look at his as well. I think what might help us, Nick, is if we have... I think we have his actual phone number. If we can get that, we can help decipher maybe what this is. Because there's a big giant sheet of math here that we got from our predecessor. There's also a Schwab. Is that one of the names on the list?
You have effects.
See if you see a Schwab. Here, Nick, you got control. No. And you can switch between the tabs up there. Oh, maybe. Oh, that's in Chicago, though. So it can't be him. The people we're looking for are in Cleveland. Specifically.
Yeah, no, that's the only Schwab I'm seeing.
Yeah, it's the only one I see too. Okay. So Louis Fitcher isn't in there, or Fielder, or Fielding. I didn't see any of those. I didn't see any Anders. I don't know. All right, let's see what this guy's... here, Nick, you got it. Let's go see what this guy's phone number is. I think we have his stationery.
Inventory.
Thanks, Hibernia. Hey, Sunshine. Hello, 39 months. Thanks for the courtesy. Henry Finster. Does it have his phone number listed?
I don't see a phone number.
No, let's go
Yeah,
to his stationery. It's got to be this number here, CMR 140.
How does that work then?
That was how phones had 6 digits back then. CMR,
Okay,
yeah, CMR is like, you know, on a dial pad. So I'm assuming on the paper that we have here, this one, CMR, and we could find this out by just literally, you know, dialing the dude's number after we do this. But let me see here, bring that down. So it's C.
So it would be 267.
267. Okay, 2, 6, and 7. All right. So 267-140. So let's go dial that number and see if he picks up from our office. And if it does, then we just pull his name up on that list and then figure out, you know, how the cipher works, maybe.
Who's Spurts saying that you're Dino Geek? Yes, I understand. I just went and saw the newest Jurassic World movie today, and I have opinions. I was sharing some of them with Crow before stream started. We're not going to get into them, otherwise we might be here all stream doing that.
Yeah, sitting behind our desk,
actually doing game things. So what did I say? 267?
267 140. No, I think I got it wrong. Let's go back and look at the inventory. 140, right? This is a 0, yeah. CMR.
Unless that's not supposed to be, I don't know. I don't know if that's supposed to really be a phone number or not.
Let me see something. Just look at the phone. See?
Which, while Crow's doing that,
267.
Fun fact, when was the last time any of you used a rotary phone? Because I used one on Sunday.
I can't tell you, man. I don't really know. There it is. I don't know. Maybe you must have hit the wrong number. Well, it's definitely his phone number. Let's try dialing an operator.
Nope, apparently we can't just dial an operator.
What if we just dial it 6 times? Why not? Oh, that did work. So, if CMR 2, 6, and 7. And say we want to look at... Where is him? Here he is. Oh, I'm beginning to see something here. So these must be some sort of math formula. The 2, 1, 0, 4, and 11. And so CMR might be the same. I don't know. So the first number, letter C. C. M. So it would be... Oh, CL. Oh, I'm getting to see it. Okay, so Cleveland is C, L, and V, right? So that would be 2, 5, and 8. So C is correct. L plus 1. 2, 6. So V minus 1. Oh, okay. I'm beginning to see that now, Nick.
The Night Owl, who apparently has a phone collection, noticed. I noticed the same thing. I just didn't call it out. The Z on the 0 key is not correct. Based on how letters were being used at the time, Z just wasn't common, so they just didn't use it. And it's only later that you add it as a 4th letter to the 9 key as opposed to its own special thing.
I think I figured it out, Nick. So the first letter is a number.
Okay.
0, so that's the first one. The second number is plus 1. So whatever L is on the keypad, up 1. So 5 plus 1, 6. So 2, 6. And then the last one is minus 1. Okay, because I'm going off of what this guy wrote down here.
Okay.
So minus 1. So then that would equal 2, 6, and 7. Because remember, when we dialed that, CMR was 2, 6, 7. And if Cleveland is C, L, so you plus 1 will equal 6. And then V minus 1 will equal 7.
Okay.
That's the first. That's how we figured out the first one. But how do we figure out these numbers? Is it plus or minus? Guess we'll have to look here. Here, I'll let you kind of see if you can figure that out. So his numbers were for his phone number. I'll write it down here for you. You can also use it too. So it was what 267 6 7, and then it was 140. And I think each one of these digits is these 3 numbers. So I don't know. Because that's a 0.
Is it like...
Is it...
I wonder if it's the difference between the 2 numbers listed.
What do you mean?
So like 2 minus 1 is 1, 4 minus 0 is 4, 1 minus 1 would be 0.
Oh, okay. Well, if that's the case, let's give the doctor a call. Come back over here and see if you can figure out what his would be. So it would probably be 267.
So what, 404?
Yeah, I think so. 404. Okay. 404 not found. Let's go and see if it is in the game. So here, you do the thing. Yeah, 267. $404.
Hello?
Oh,
Museum of Natural History. Street. Can I help you?
Yes, I'm Agent Jim Pearson with the COI. I was trying to reach a Professor Strauss.
Professor Strauss is not in. You're from Mr. Penske's office, aren't you?
Yes, sir, sort of. I wanted to...
Professor Strauss is away on business. I'll be sure to leave him a message.
Thanks. Sir?
Huh. Well, that wasn't especially helpful.
Well, considering that they know that we're here to look for, like, Nazi spies, and a guy named Dr. Strauss is automatically like, oh yeah, I'm not available for interview all of a sudden. I gotta go. Probably because, I mean, he's probably not guilty of anything, but the fact that he's like, oh, they're gonna round us all up. You know, it's like a fear. I get it.
Night Owl is dropping some phone facts for us.
These phone numbers are... Yeah, go ahead.
Those phone numbers are also entirely wrong for Cleveland in the 1940s. They should be listed as a 2 or 3 letter exchange code, followed by a 2 or 3... there should be 2 or 3 letter exchange code, followed by a 5 or 4 digits. Cities would be spelled out in their entirety, since long-distance calls were still operator assisted.
Oh, wow.
So,
God, that's awful. That's a lot of dialing, but I get it. That's just how circuits, I guess, worked back then.
I mean, that's not like, so if it's 3 letters, 3 digits, essentially, followed by 4 digits, that's essentially your phone number just without the area code bit, which again,
I'm assuming they did this for the game to make it so, you know, people don't try to, I guess they're like, oh, someone might try to dial these numbers. We can't put real numbers in here.
Ooh, that too.
That's what I think anyway. Let's see. We got the Frank Hinster's office, Sullivan's office, McGinty's bar. Yeah, that was a nice lore drop.
I don't know. So we tried getting in contact with the doctor. He wasn't contactable.
I also, when I first launched this game and I was just trying to figure out how the game worked to make sure it was not, like, you know, impossible to play, I did find a secret in this office that you have not found yet.
Oh, we had been talking about that and we never...
What a bunch of gibberish.
Mr. Penske, I'm very intrigued by your message and indeed interested in examining the artifacts that you describe. Please call me as soon as possible. I feel that the items may be of critical importance to your investigation, Dr. Strauss.
Okay, then.
Yeah, and that's the paper, right?
That's
Yeah.
that. Oh, that's still that.
Yep.
Okay, so there's something in this office or at least I, have not found yet.
That's right. And I found it completely by accident.
More gold, Your Majesty.
Hey, Neither, thanks for the courtesy. 69, nice. It's 1941, 69 cents ago, pretty far. Oh, I forgot that he just has a human skull with glyphs all over it in his office.
I remember the human skull vaguely, but I don't remember the arcane glyphs carved into it.
Yeah.
Also, it's kind of black for bone, which is concerning.
Yeah, you shouldn't mess with obsidian skulls. I think that should be a given. But also, this is not our office. This is an office we inherited from our predecessors, so he was into some weird stuff. And our boss is like, oh, sorry, we didn't get a chance to clean it out. And it's like, oh, yeah, cool. So I got to touch all the cursed stuff? Thanks, boss. And our guy is like, he's just a little guy. Everybody picks on our guy. Our detective is such a nice person. I'll tell you this much. The reason why I found it, Nick, was because I turned the light on.
The light isn't?
The light is on now, but when I turned it on, that's how I found it. Yes. This is some great green blue screen right here, by the way. Oh, somebody's dice bag.
What's this?
Let's take a look in our inventory.
Inventory. Bag o' rune.
Bag of runes. Yeah, okay. So the center thing, this is what I found out, Nick. The center thing actually moves. So it's a 3-dimensional puzzle. I'm sorry I'm laughing, but this is like the worst nightmare for anybody who plays puzzle games, because I'm sure this has an answer somewhere in the game. But good lord.
Okay. Hold on.
What's up?
Because we can look at no, this doesn't look like it's helpful. Those
don't look like any of the runes I saw.
I don't know that that's helpful either.
But yeah, when I was test playing this game out, dude, I was just trying to see if I can get it to work for the stream, and I found that. I was like, oh, cool, and I have a puzzle already, and I opened it up, and I just started spinning the gem around, because I was like, well, how do I move? Oh, my God. And I was like, this is the perfect game for Nick, because only Nick would be able to solve whatever the hell that is. I have no idea.
Okay.
Plus, the cutscenes look awesome, so... I just had to tweak some game files to get the mouse cursor to stop spinning. That does make it a lot easier to search for hotspots. But yeah, check your inventory. I think there was also a letter that it came with, or was that just it?
Oh, you're right. He did pull out a piece of paper or something.
No, we didn't lose our gun. Actually, we found one in our desk, and we have it equipped. It also had a key inside of it for some reason. No, it's parchment sheets.
Oh, there you go. Yes.
Oh. Well, I can't read this.
I'm
assuming that top part right there might help us, but that's not enough of the alphabet to... And you can drag up and down. Oh, Nick, this is a lot, dude. I don't know if we're going to translate it all.
I don't think I could do a good enough impression, but just imagine me right now trying to read this as if I was the Swedish chef from the Muppet Show. Just like something like that.
Wow. Great. This is awful. Is there a chance we can like call the professor now? Sorry, I got curious. All right, go ahead. Let's see if we can call the professor now. It's 267404. The reason why I think that is because maybe...
Now that we have the actual artifacts in question.
Yeah, maybe he'll talk to us now. I don't think we're going to find our answer in the Iliad.
No, well, because I noticed there was a few different...
Yeah.
Books. And so I was wondering...
That just says the Catholic loophole.
Wait, what?
Is that what that said?
Were you looking?
Oh, the Catholic Encyclopedia. Sorry, my brain saw loophole. I was like, the Catholic loophole? What do you mean by that? Is it like tax loophole I didn't know about? Sorry, my screen,
Okay,
I'm looking at a smaller screen, so that's probably why. I'm looking at what chat can see.
Okay, well, let's try.
Let's try dialing the doctor to see if maybe he will talk to us now. Probably not. Catholic loophole when beaver was declared fish to allow native people to eat something on Friday.
also, I believe hippo can be categorized as a fish in some dioceses, which honestly, if you can take down a hippo, you probably deserve to eat it.
Wait, I dialed the number. Did I do it incorrectly? No. 2, 6, 7. It was 404.
Yes.
And that gets the Natural History Museum. I've only been there once, though. Yeah, they're not going to pick up the phone anytime soon.
Okay.
All right, well, it was just a try. Do we have anything else on that list of people we can dial? Let's see. I'll pull it up. Because I don't see any other names. Okay, I'm going to highlight all the ones in Cleveland. Maybe that might help a bit. Oops, wrong color. There we go.
You have effects.
It's Lord Grimos. Oh, hey, a button. Distant explosions. Oh, fuck. Hey, man, thanks for stopping by. Okay. Herbert Schnellenberger. Rudolph Brown. Johann Yodler. Otto Schmidt. Max Reinhardt. Hans Eckart. Walter Steiner. And Albert Acker. I think I got them all. Yeah, and then the next page. Herbert Keitel. Kurt Schreiber. Anyway, those are the ones we should be looking for. Let's go look at that list, or let's go look at the detective list. What do you say?
Actually, you know what? Before we do that, what happens if we stop by the bar again? Are we gonna get yelled at again?
Everyone else, yeah, our guy is just so nice. Look at this guy. He's just a simple detective. He's a little guy. He stands around like an FMV character. Give him a break. Oh, that's so cool.
And now for the day's news. Our top story today comes straight from the tough and tumble neighborhood of Kingsbury Run. There, the police continue their exhaustive manhunt for the torso killer. As his head count hits 7, the citizens of Cleveland raise their voices in protest. Meanwhile, the city police have been baffled by this insidious madman's terrible work. The latest victim, discovered by 2 children playing along the banks of the Cuyahoga
Yeah, we
River,
heard this last time.
remains unidentified. Meanwhile, in news from around the world, our boys at sea captured an Axis ship in equatorial waters. The Axis vessel unsuccessfully attempted a nefarious ploy to bluff its way through the British blockade. Our sources indicate the Axis boat falsely flaunted our very own stars and stripes and had an American name painted on her pilot house and stern in an attempt to pass itself off as one of our own. Our American cruiser's good commander was too smart to fall for such a trick, however, and he immediately ordered the ship to heave to. Despite a last-ditch effort by the Axis merchantmen
not
to blow
involved
up
in
their
the
own
war
ship,
yet?
their vessel was captured without incident.
No.
Okay, well,
In other
They were
global
just
news,
trying to. They were
snow
just
and
being
near-zero weather
sneaky.
in
You know,
Russia
no, that's.
halted Nazi
I don't
troops
know.
dead in their tracks. More bad news for the Axis
Again, this
as the
guy
British
just
began
straight up
offensive
looks like a
in North
spy,
Africa
like
along the
James Bond or
130-mile
something.
Libya line.
Look, I don't mean to be critical, Jimbo, but the people around here are gonna be afraid to open up to me if they see me talking to a Fed.
they already know
Sorry,
you're
Dick.
a Fed.
I won't bother you.
He looks around like, you mean you don't look like a Fed?
In Washington today, Subaru Kurusu, Japan's new and super special envoy to the United States, is set to begin a round of talks with the State Department. These talks come right on the heels of Tojo's stinging remarks regarding Roosevelt's Pacific policy. With the Pacific crisis near...
We can always, yeah. Yeah, it's September, actually, 1941.
Come in.
Let's ask our. Can we talk to him? No. Okay. All right. Let's take a look at that book, though.
Okay, you start flipping through. I just realized I'm out of water. I need to go get so I'll be back momentarily.
Not a problem. No, none of these are names in that sheet. None of these are the names in that sheet. I have it right here. In my very hands. Because I'm a weirdo who prints stuff out on a printer. Let's see. No.
And I'm back.
Let's go check out this guy.
Mr. Fenster?
Yeah.
Okay. I do recall him saying how much he is a big fan of Germany. And he thinks Nazis are awful. Hmm. Let's ask Sullivan. That poor man trying to sit still for the camera.
Yes.
Sorry to bother you, sir.
Not at all, Mr. Pearson. Come right in.
Oh, thanks. Let's see if he has anything to say. Can we show anything to him? That's our notes that he takes.
Do I exit notes? Okay, like that.
Bob. Nope. Bonk.
Nope.
We can't use our gun.
Okay.
How dare they?
I am not seeing anything in here, unfortunately. Are you?
No. Maybe there's something in our... Is there something in our room in one of the files we overlooked? In the cabinet, maybe? Because I remember we did...
I don't know.
I remember there was a
We can
cabinet, but maybe we didn't look at
When
that.
I arrived back at my office, there was another message from the museum. Whatever had been going on between Walter Pensky and Dr. Strauss seemed to be pretty important to both of them. Since I didn't have any more leads on my own investigation, and since Strauss's name did appear on the FBI's blacklist, along with Hank Finster's, I thought I might as well check into it.
Okay.
Okay, then.
Yeah, let's go to the Museum of Natural... Oh, please insert CD2. Yeah, okay, I'll do that for you.
Anyways, from the sounds of it, like, next time you're in town, I have to get you to not only the COD, but also the Natural History Museum.
Yeah, I've been there only once. I've never been there more than that, though.
Well, and they also just, like, redid all of it, so, like, it would look completely different than last time you were there.
When I arrived back at my office, there was another...
I did, though. Did I not? Did I pick the wrong disc? I must have picked the wrong disc. Literally, Windows 95 just said no.
Oh, it said no real bad.
It was like, what? You want to put in more than one? I know what can do to fix. I'll fix that next time, but I'm going to skip all that. How dare you, Windows 95? Okay, so I'll put the correct disk in. Preferably one that doesn't cause my computer to explode. There we go. We'll put in disk 2. That's disk 3. I need disk 2. Let's take a look. Yep, there's disk 2. Sure enough. Let's see if Black Dahlia will do it.
When I arrived back at my office...
Oh, spacebar pauses it.
Whatever had been going on between...
Oh. Oh, that did it, yeah. I must have put the wrong disc in, because I think I might have put 3 instead of 2 in. That was my fault.
Come in.
Excuse me, are you Miss Strauss?
Yeah, hide her sandwich.
I'm Helen Strauss.
Hi, how do you do? I'm Jim Pearson from the COI. I came across your name at work, and I was hoping, I was hoping you might be able to help me.
I'd love to. That is, if I can.
Let's have an awkward conversation.
Let's look around the room first. And just make her stand there awkwardly until we are ready to say something. Oh. Okay.
Maybe there's something significant there later.
Maybe. Anyways.
What is it exactly your father does, Helen?
Why? Didn't Mr. Penske tell you?
I'm afraid I've never met Mr. Penske.
But don't you... I'm afraid I don't understand. Didn't Mr. Penske send you?
I've replaced Mr. Penske. I found the message you left for him, and, well, I was hoping you might be able to tell me what he needed to see your father about.
He wanted my father to examine some artifacts he'd found on an investigation of his. As far as I know, they never did meet. My father was called away suddenly on business, and I didn't want to leave Mr. Penske in the lurch. That's why I volunteered to help. If I could, of course.
What is it you do here, Helen?
Well, I'm just a graduate student intern here now, but one day I'm going to run this museum, or one just like it anyway. They've got such a wonderful display of Central European artifacts from the Middle Ages. Well, that's my area of study, Central European history, and I'm sorry, I'm sure you're not interested in listening to me babble. I could so just go on and on about my work.
Oh, that's okay, Professor.
My father's the professor.
And I just bet you're a chip off the old block.
Smooth. Although
yeah, we've just
they
opened
wouldn't really have Central European artifacts at the Natural History Museum, because that's not the point of the Natural History Museum. The Art Museum would.
It would. The Art Museum does. I've seen those many times.
And also, like, the Art Museum also exists at this point, so I don't know. Anyways. Yeah, the whole point of a Natural History Museum is natural history, as in nature, as in not any specific societal thing, usually.
Hello, nice to meet you. Do you read Runic? No, I don't think she... Actually, maybe she does. That's a good point. Thank you, Rambo Dandelion. Bonk. That's a great sound. I'm going to have to use that for whenever Windows has a problem, because it's a way nicer sound.
It is a very amusing sound. Like, it's hard to be mad.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's better than, like, the jump scare, like, orchestral strike that they used to do. Like, dun, and you're like, oh my god. All that happened was, like, the network lost connection. Oh.
Do you suppose that these are the artifacts that Mr. Penske wanted to speak to your father about?
Why, yes, I believe they are. Mr. Penske told my father there were inscriptions on them. These are runes. Norse runes, I'm sure of it.
Norse runes?
Yes, Norse, the ancient Scandinavians, the Swedes, the Danes, the Germans. You probably know of them as Vikings. We still see many of their roots today. For example, Wednesday is a derivative of Woden's Day or Odin's Day, and then there's...
Whoa. Slow down, Professor. Are you trying to tell me that these runes are an ancient form of Germanic writing?
Well, yes, that's right. The runes are a sort of alphabet. Some people also use the symbols to represent words, like the Egyptian hieroglyphics.
These pieces look like they interlock somehow. Do you think you could help me figure out the order?
Sure, I'd love to.
What about these parchments here? They're the same runes, aren't they?
Yes, they are. Someone's already begun a translation of them. 9 gifts to Odin. That generally would have meant a sacrifice of some sort.
A sacrifice? What sort of sacrifice?
Well, usually a human sacrifice. The Vikings would choose 9 strong men and hang them. Sometimes they'd behead them. As often as not, it merely meant an animal sacrifice.
Go on.
Well, it's hard to tell. These sheets are just fragments. I'd need some time.
All right. I'll check back later then.
Yeah.
Okay. So we made progress of some description.
Well, let's
maybe.
look around this area a bit more before we leave.
Okay.
We didn't exactly click on... Yeah, like anything that spins like that, we can click on it.
So we've got sword.
Some sort of...
I think there's a horse in there somewhere.
Yeah.
Anyways, I don't know what that is. German helmet? Cup?
Yeah, we've learned about human sacrifices. Swell. Can we, any more things on the bookshelf that we can look at? We've got all these books and we can't click on any of them?
You know what it is here's my prediction. The torso murder dude, whoever he is trying to actually summon Odin as part of some Nazi death cult nonsense.
Oh, right. It's very Wolfenstein.
You know who we are?
Who?
We're Indiana Jones's like first or second cousin.
Oh,
no. Like we're in the family business.
We're too nice to be Indiana Jones. Like Indiana Jones punched people and shot people.
I didn't say we were him. I said we were his cousin.
Okay, I was gonna say because Detective Pearson is just like, well, that's just swell. Yeah, well, gee, oh my gosh. We have like a proto Detective Columbo here. He's like the nicest guy, and everyone's just like, "Oh my God, what are you doing? Get out of here, Pearson!" Blah. That was earlier. That one detective guy.
I don't know that.
What's this?
I don't know that. Like, because I've watched a little bit of Columbo. He's polite, but I don't know that he's nice.
Yes, he is. I watched all of them. He's like that in every episode. He's even nice to the bad guys. Even when he catches them and they admit it. There's like literally an ending of one of the episodes where he sits down on the stairs and just has a cigar with one of them. It's all you, Nick.
Okay. Okay. So I guess
we leave and then come back, maybe? Let's go back to our office. Yeah.
Oh, we lost Finster's office.
Yeah, it wasn't like we were going to say anything else to the dude. All right, let's try going back now. Or what are you looking for?
No, I was wondering if she kept the runes and the
yeah, it looks like she
parchment,
did.
And she did, apparently. Okay.
No, she's like, you just left. Like, okay. Well, we just took a drive around the block. How long does it take to translate runes? Oh, we're gonna go to McGinty's, huh?
I don't know. I'm just going random places until something happens.
Oh, our guy's not here anymore. Or is he? Is it just not? Yeah, no, he's still sitting there.
Nope, he's still here.
Oh, there's the guy we were going to meet with.
Now for the day's news. Our top story today comes straight from the tough and tumble neighborhood.
No, we were supposed to meet with the doctor, right?
There, the police
Isn't this him? The Dr. Strauss?
the torso killer. As his head count
Or was he saying like at the...
citizens of Cleveland raised their voices in protest.
Who's this guy?
Excuse me. I'm looking for a man named George Hansen. He used to be a foreman at the Finster Munitions factory. Do you know where I might be able to find him?
Who's asking?
I'm Jim Pearson from the COI. I was told he might be able to help me find...
Louis.
Louis?
This is about the creep that gave Finster that piece of paper, right?
Yeah, that's right. So, you must be George.
Yeah, I'm George.
What can you tell me about this Louis? You have a last name?
I suppose so, don't everybody? I don't know what it is, though, mister.
Is Louis a friend of yours?
That rat, I didn't know him from Adam a few weeks ago.
How'd you meet him?
Me and some of the fellows was in here blowing our steam after payday last month. This guy Louis was in here. He starts talking, I start to feel kind of bad for him. He says he's a little down and out right now, but all he needs is some prospects and he'll be back up on his feet again. I tell him I got some pull at the factory. Maybe I can get him in to see Mr. Finster. Maybe he can get a job.
You didn't ask him about a job, though, did he?
Nah. He gets in there and starts talking up that secret brotherhood crap. Next thing I know, Louis headed out the door and Finster's busting his gasket. I lost my job, I lost my house, and I lost my wife, and it's all on account of that Louis.
Do you have any idea where I might be able to find
That
this Louis
seems
now?
rather
Oh, buddy, don't I
sudden.
wish. If I could find him, I'd break his lousy neck.
Do you remember anything else about him?
Nah.
You said you were in here with your buddies. Would any of them remember anything?
I don't know. I'll ask around, see if I can help you out. Stop back later.
Thanks, George. You've been a big help.
I thought we were meeting the doctor. Can we talk to him some more?
I'll be talking to the boys later.
Okay, George, I'll stop back later then.
Nope. No, that was who we were supposed to come here originally to meet, was
The foreman?
that
Okay.
foreman.
Okay. I guess I must be confused because I was like, well, we got a letter saying Dr. Strauss, but we didn't. Or maybe I misread that? I don't know. I was like, well, I thought we were going to meet him at the Natural History Museum. He's like, oh, no, come on down to McGinty's. Let's have a drink. Let's go somewhere public.
Come in.
Yeah, we just need to look at this book again. So we're looking for a guy named Louis.
It's gotta be... Oops. Like, it's gotta be this guy.
Okay, his name is
But I don't-
Louis Fisher, Louis Fielder, Louis Fielding.
So,
We're looking
but I don't know how we could, like, tell him that, like, hey, we need... Oh.
No, I thought we saw
Moving
something too. Let's take a look at the notes. Let me pull them up. Go ahead, you have control. Okay, those
Okay,
are.
what are we looking at?
I highlighted all the names in yellow that are for Cleveland, so we don't get kind of lost in the sauce here. Okay, no. Check another tab. There's Henry Finster, which is the guy who owns that factory. Herbert
Yeah,
Keitel.
none of them
Okay.
are this Fisher.
Okay.
So,
I'll tab us back into the game. There you go. Whoa. You just do like a spin and tip your hat as you walk out, moonwalk out the door. And he's just like, what the hell are you doing? Okay, so that drawer right there.
which drawer?
That the one right in front of you.
This one or this one?
No, the cabinet.
Oh.
Yeah, this thing. They all seem to mean the same word, yes. We have to come in for a landing. All right, let's turn over and take a look at our... Oh my god. Oh, he's asking, I wonder what sort of artifacts Mr. Pensky wanted Professor Strauss to look at. All right, we read this already, but I just thought of something. Aw, I was hoping we can, like, can we take this? No. I was hoping we could take a pencil and use it on our desk to see, like, notes that we wrote down.
Oh.
Thinking that would be, like, a thing we could do, but doesn't seem like that's the case, unfortunately.
That is one of those classic detective story things.
Ugh. I don't know. Can I please have pencil? No? That's... How could you deny me the power of pencil? Yeah, see, change bulb and ceiling light. I guess that was supposed to be our hint. Clean office. Okay, we talked to a jeweler, probably didn't know anything. We need to find a post office box.
Or at least check up with. Well,
I guess our predecessor
find it
also went to McGinty's an awful lot, because there's a lot of there's literally a note to just take a drink. All right, well.
Well, we don't know that he went to McGinty's. He probably went to like a decent, upstanding bar.
Yeah, I'm sure that he did. I think that there's something we're missing. But I don't know what it is. Well, maybe she has answers for us, Nick. Here, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Please don't just be standing there staring at us.
Were you able to figure out how those rune pieces assemble?
I'm sorry, I haven't. They all seem to fit together. There could be hundreds of possibilities. I imagine there's some sort of sequence. The runes seem to suggest some sort of message when assembled, but without a proper key to their order, it would be impossible to figure out the right one. I'm sorry I couldn't be of more help.
No, you've done a fine job. At least now I have some idea of where to begin.
I've had more luck with the parchments.
What'd you make of them?
Well, it's very odd. It threw me at first, but I figured out that the text, though written in runes, could be read phonetically in English. It turns out that it looks like they were describing some sort of ritual, and two of them, in fact. One to summon Odin, and one to grant the powers of Odin. They seemed to revolve, these rituals, around three objects of power. One was a wise man's skull, one was a cup made from ash wood, and the third object wasn't as clear. It was Dahlia's dark prison. Dahlia was the name of a seer, a muse. Does any of that mean anything to you?
No, it doesn't make any sense to me at all.
Other than the skull that we have
There's
in our
a book
room?
on Old Norse legends on the shelf if you think that would help.
Thanks, Helen.
We're just a little guy. Wait, which book is it, Helen? We can't just sit here and look at books all day. We've got detecting to do.
Unless, was
Whoa.
it one of these?
No, I don't think so. It's definitely, she said bookshelf. It's probably just a book that is like... I don't know, man. Is it, is it on the desk maybe?
Hold on.
Or did she give it to us?
Oh,
Helen's notes. Oh,
Helen's
okay,
notes.
so this is a
that's
translation. Yeah.
That's the original parchment sheets. We have our bag of runes. Unless we're not actually supposed to be meant to take the book, which seems strange to mention a book that we're not allowed to take.
That's a good point. I don't know. Maybe if we knew what we were looking for, it might be something he could talk about. Yeah, it'd be a lot easier to like track a lot of these people down if we just had a phone book. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like this is the era where people had their addresses and names were in the phone book. But we're the one weirdo who doesn't have one in their office for some reason. It's a bag of runes. We found it in our office. It's somehow related to the case we're working on, but we don't know how. Yeah, that's just gonna do the same thing, Nick.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. Okay.
Well,
okay. Let's read a little.
Okay.
His power awakened. 9 gifts to Odin were there assembled. 7 messengers to the shepherds of the stars. 1 each to bear the sacred silent cipher. To shatter heaven's sphere. 1 singer to soothe the restless rolling earth. Who laments the children that she bore, that she may weep no more. A herald to the misty haunted halls of ice, where the Aesir slumber beyond men's call, to lead the grey god home. 3 vessels were there committed, the skull of an atheling, a visor, and the scald of great renown, who had drunk from Minmir's fountain, a cup of ash wood, fashioned by the Norns to hold all sorrows, cut from the root of the world tree, Talia's dark prison, dusky and fair as the seer's sad visage, surface scried and bewitching. Each gift to him is now devoted. 7 shimmering barriers thus are broken. The warm earth is now soft and sated. The frozen halls are lit and ringing. Speak to the scald and share his quaff. In the vessel that sprang from wisdom, shatter the prison and release the seer to summon the grey god to his throne.
Wow. I'll do this one.
Okay.
His power conveyed, 9 gifts to the Norns were assembled, 7 messengers to the shepherds of stars, 1 to each bear the sacred silent cipher. You just read all this, isn't it? Oh, that's right. They're both 2 different rituals. So a skull of an atheling, a cup of ashwood, the witness pure of heart, empty vessel to consummate the ritual, and bear the braid of Hela.
I think that's Brand.
Brand? Okay.
Yeah.
Dahlia's dark prison. Suffer 1 night for each covenant and wait the bearer of the brand. Share Mimir's quaff with his scald. Cast out the soft and sightless eye. Now the black tomb begins to beckon, which will convey the sacred soul. Watch the witness face his doom. Thus is the grey god now usurped, and Thule is become his tomb. Yeesh, that's pretty creepy. I'm assuming this bag of runes has something to do with all of that, because that's where we found that stuff anyway.
Speaking of which,
I wouldn't know, dude. This is just next level.
yeah, I was looking to see, like, hey, is there any kind of clue of what they're doing? No, there's not.
And if this is broken apart, does that mean whatever was inside of it is just loose now? Is that what's been killing people?
Oh.
Do you think we have to, like, put this together to seal? What if the torso killer is like something they released from this thing? Oh no. And we have to put it back together in the right order. Oh no. This seems like a really, really bad idea. Guys, stop breaking ancient runes. You keep releasing stuff and then we have to put it back.
See, what did I tell you? Indiana Jones, like, cousin. Like, he's from a different branch of the family who think, like, you know, Henry Sr. and his, like, you know, escapades, they're too much. They're too much. But they, at their core, is the same ability to attract supernatural bullshit and just have to put a stop to it.
Yeah, let's see if our guys met those dudes. The key is also anachronistic. While Master Lock existed at the time, the key bow had more oval shape and coining on the head that is from Taylor Key Blanks in the late 70s to mid 80s. Thank you, Night Owl.
Night Owl's just dropping all the fun facts.
Yeah.
And now for the day's news.
I thought we were going to meet the doctor here. Where the hell is Dr. Strauss?
I don't know.
He's probably been stabbed. He's probably been cut up by now. Let's be honest here.
I mean, there's a distinct possibility.
Hello, George. Were you able to find out anything else about Louis?
Nah, I asked around, but it's like I told you, nobody knows this guy.
Oh, well. Thanks for your cooperation. If you happen to hear anything else, please give me a call at the COI office in the Federal Building.
Wait. There is something else. It didn't mean nothing to me, but it might mean something to you. One of the boys says he overheard Louis talking to Mr. Finster. He says he kept calling himself Harold. I don't know if it means anything or not, but I just sworn on the Holy Bible he said his name was Louis.
I don't know if it means anything or not, but it could be important. Thanks again, George.
Just catch his creep and lock him out for good.
Okay.
Commander was too smart to fall for
Hold
such a
on.
trick, however,
Oops.
and he immediately ordered the ship to heave to. Despite
We have the list here.
Oh, no, that's right.
their
Pull up our
vessel
notes.
was captured without incident.
Is there a Herald on the list?
You have the
Local
mouse.
news, snow
Ah,
and
okay.
near zero weather in Russia halted Nazi troops dead in their tracks. More bad news for the
Herbert.
Axis as the British began an offensive in North Africa along the 130-mile Libya line. Score one for Hitler,
I'm
though.
not seeing,
Wire
at
reports
least.
confirmed that the Australian cruiser Sydney was sunk by a German raider disguised as a Dutch merchant ship. I guess our mates down under could use a few lessons from our own boys at sea.
Did I just overlook, maybe?
In Washington today,
No?
Subaru Kurusu, Japan's new and super special envoy to the United States, is set to begin a round of talks with the State Department. These talks come right on the heels of Tojo's stinging remarks regarding Roosevelt's Pacific policy. With the Pacific crisis nearing its breaking point, officials in Washington hope that Kurusu, Japan's pinch hitter on the diplomatic diamond, can head off a military
That was
confrontation.
bad.
You all tabbed into your own
Also
thing,
in
huh?
Washington, a
Yeah.
recent survey of
All right, you're good.
59 Midwestern editors
Okay.
and publishers for the Interventionist Continental Congress for Freedom displayed surprising opinions. The newspaper head honchos reported that their communities were now overwhelmingly in favor
Can we look
of
around the bar?
administration's foreign policy and a repeal of the Neutrality Act. Said one editor,
Because we're on this side
so-called
now.
isolationist Midwest exists only in the minds of congressmen.
Well,
who
we
have
already have
failed
a
to keep
phone.
abreast of a great surge of public opinion during recent months.
You think one of those phone
In
numbers
other
might be
national
something?
news, hopes ran high that John L. Lewis will call an end to the coal mine strike after 12 striking miners were
There's
shot
something written on the
during
paper
riots.
there now.
New York has a new
Buddy.
hero in Jerry the Super
Oh,
Dog.
wait.
The lovable collie's barking awoke 16
So that's the phone number for the bar.
residing in apartments above an
CMR
Upper East Side
401.
store. Our dog hero
Let's turn that down.
So we
Can we
make
move our mouse
calls.
around? Like click and drag?
Oh.
Sluts for bucks. All right. Lou Fielding. Hey, that's one of
Yes,
that's the
him.
guy.
That's the guy.
CMR 259. I'm writing that down right now, dude.
An estimated crowd of 6,000 gathered for the Freedom Day rally at Public Hall.
We should probably dial it here so he doesn't know it's us.
Condemned Nazi hostage slayings and called for an end to defense strikes.
Not that I don't think he will.
One word, friends. Brr. And finally, in sports today, the Barons extend their winning streak to 7 games.
259. Yep.
The Washington Lions 3-0 in an American Hockey League game. And unconfirmed reports from
Oh, we got a number.
indicate that they are about to sign a 24-year-old Indian shortstop, Smiling Lou Boudreau, to a 2-year contract to manage our hometown Bulls. If such a
Harold.
deal goes through, this would make Boudreau the youngest man to ever manage a big league
Ain't nobody
club.
here by that name, mister.
We now
Really?
return you to the magical
Well,
melodies of
sorry to have bothered you.
Try that again. You probably have to type
We
his.
try Harold.
Well, no, the other one is like maybe we have to try his name that's on the board here because that would make most sense. So Lou.
No. Or, well, okay, so we could try Lou or we could try Harold.
Yeah, well, I'll put
Which is
Lou.
the name that
Lou Fielding. Okay.
George just told us.
All right. I would never play a game
No
this complex,
thoughts?
but I'm enjoying watching you guys play. Well, thanks, Hibernia. I'm glad to have people to hang out and play with this, you know? All right, let's see if we can get this right.
Who do you want? Ain't nobody here by that name, mister.
Really? Well, sorry to have bothered you.
No, let's try dialing that guy's name again. Lou Fielding.
Did you say something, Mike?
Yeah, I said let's try dialing Lou Fielding.
I can't. Uh-oh.
Oh,
Somehow you got way turned down.
Oh, there. How about now? Am I better?
Yes.
Okay, so let's try Lou Fielding when we dial that in.
Okay.
Who do you want?
Yes.
Yeah, that's correct.
Ain't nobody here by that name, mister.
Really? Sorry to have bothered you.
Oh, Silicon Soul makes a good point. We need to ask for Hugh Jazz. No, that's not the answer.
And now for the day's news. Our top story today comes straight from the tough and tumble of Kingsbury Road.
All right.
There, the police continue their
Well, at least we know we have a number to dial. Let's try. Let's go and see if
count hits 7. The citizens of Cleveland
the
raised their
lady
voices in protest.
is finished with her thing. I don't know.
By this insidious madman's terrible work. The latest victim, discovered by 2 children playing along the banks of the Cuyahoga River, remains unidentified. Meanwhile, in news from around the world,
I gotta ask for Chuck Norris.
I don't think he was born yet.
That's weird that she's like, here's a book, and then we like go, which book? None of them. I don't know, dude. What do you think, Nick?
I don't know either. Oops.
Maybe we can show her the case file?
It's like, is it this book? But no. No, it's
No.
not.
Yeah, we've just opened our inventory. Because it has all these runes on it. Oh,
What do you make of this?
never mind. She's going to be like, it means nothing to me.
I don't think I've ever heard of the Brotherhood of Thule before. I do seem to recall a group called the Thule Society, however. They were a secret society that became very popular with the German people after the Great War. Some people said they were a cabal of black magicians.
Black magicians? You don't really believe that, do you?
No, it's far more likely they met as an excuse to drink beer and talk about politics. They did have a great deal of influence on the German people, however. They were early proponents of German nationalism and Aryan superiority. And without the backing of the Thule Society, the Nazi Party probably would never have lasted.
Yeah, wouldn't that have been a shame? What do you make of those symbols?
These are runes, and that's their English translation beneath them. These crests are what really interests me, though. They're not the crests of traditional German aristocracy. Oh, wait a minute.
What is it, Helen?
I think I know where I've seen these before.
Oh,
what are you looking for?
That book was blended in so well.
These are the crests of an ancient sect of Germanic knights. They posed as Christian soldiers. They still continue to worship the Old Norse gods and gave human sacrifices to them.
Oh. Well, that's not good. Let's turn the page.
Name stricken by order of Pope Gregory the IX. Notorious tyrant and sorcerer. That, you know what, that just,
Wow.
There's a couple Knights of the Trinity press that are also stricken by Gregory the IX.
It's a lot of people.
Wait, hold on.
Finsterlau.
Sword with checkering.
Sergeant at Arms. He does run a weapons factory.
Nope, that's it. That is it. Huh.
He also runs a weapons factory.
Does. The plot thickens.
Well, that's not a good thing to happen. Uh-oh.
Yeah, if your entire holy order has been stricken by a pope, which, I mean, is a thing that happened, but also, suspicious. And specifically, you're using the herald for the sergeant at arms. Suspicious. Very suspicious.
Yeah, but how do you find out these names?
Good question.
Eventually, they were excommunicated by the Pope and forced into exile from Germany.
I don't get it. So, how is it you know so much about these pagan knights?
Well, I should know they're one of my father's pet projects. He's in the process of restoring a stained glass window with the crests of the officers of the sect even now.
But I don't get it. What do those knights have to do with this invitation?
Well, they're the same. The crests are the same.
So, whoever these people are, this Brotherhood of Thule, they're modeling themselves after an ancient sect of pagan knights? Here in Cleveland?
It sure seems that way.
Here in Cleveland? Yeah. Can we take a look at that
on one
stained glass
hand,
window?
Like, why would you choose to do it on Cleveland? On the other hand, who would think to look for you in Cleveland?
That's the thing.
Like,
yeah, I know.
Do you mind if I have a look at your father's project?
Sure, I don't see why not.
Do you mind if I examine it?
Well,
I won't do anything to get you into hot water with your father. I'll be very careful, I promise.
well, as long as you're careful, I guess it won't hurt anything.
What are we gonna do? It's just stained glass.
Unless we're moving stuff around.
Why would we? Oh no! Oh no!
Yeah! No! Oh yeah!
Anyway, what's going on here? What are we looking at now?
So we have Trinity Knights driven from Prussia, ? Sealed our bargain with excellent food and beer.
I think this is going to be this feels like Indiana Jones, man. You're not wrong.
Marienburg Castle. Remains of Manor House, my journey begins. Early wing
I don't know.
Early wing indicates KOT occupation.
Knights of Thule.
Presumably Knights of the Trinity.
Well, in this case, Knights of Thule. These guys.
Oh.
That's the answer, Nick. These guys are the Knights of Thule, not the Knights of Trinity. That's the public name. That has to be right. Yeah,
I see.
Because remember, we have two different things.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Freeze indicates KOT occupation. Window last seen here before Habsburg's fall. Missing window shows something Nazi guards are uncooperative.
Missing window shows promise. Yeah. This is the puzzle. All right, here we go. What is... Oh, my God. At least part of it's done.
Okay.
If you have to rotate... Do you have to
Okay.
rotate... Can you rotate the pieces? Because if you do, we're in trouble, dude. I don't think you have to.
No.
But they
Doesn't
do...
seem like it.
They bounce off of each other, so there's that.
Oh, good grief. You can't... I mean, I guess if they're pieces of glass, you don't necessarily want to be picking them up. Like, sliding them around a surface would be easier. But good God. However...
Yeah, it's a good time for us to save.
Oh, well, I wasn't thinking of that, but okay. Okay. But unless you wanted to quit for the day...
Yeah. That'd be a good time
which
for
we
us to
can.
stop.
Okay.
All right. Well, that's... what were you going to say, Nick?
I was going to say, so for next time, I don't know, we're going to have to flip through the book again, figure out which crest we're looking at, and then rearrange that into that crest.
Yeah.
Presumably.
Unless
Seems-
the glass shows something else entirely.
True.
But yeah. Yeah, that was fun. We'll be back again on next Wednesday for this game. And we'll continue on from there. You'll get to watch us put together that Puzzle of Nightmares. That looks like, again, I was like, okay, the little 3D gem puzzle, you know, maybe that's not a big deal. No. This game is like that now. It should. I'm 100% convinced we've walked into like the puzzle minefield. We just got blasted. Anyway, thanks everybody. Let me shut down Windows here. All right. Please wait. There we go. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Wait, Mike, you left the disk in the drive. How are we ever going to get the computer started?
I'll just use a little needle and poke the little hole in the front. It'll be fine. Anyway, thanks a lot, guys, for stopping by. We'll be back again next Wednesday for this game. Texas stream is actually going to be on Friday. The games, you know, we normally do streams on Wednesday over on Texas channel. We're going to be doing that on Friday for the summer. So you guys will see me, Tex, and Goat doing something weird over there. So until then, you guys take care. Have a good one, and we'll see you next time. or tomorrow, actually, for Mass Effect here on the Courtesy Flush. Take care, everybody.